So, hi, I'm Armando Fox. This is Dave Patterson. We're going to be checking in by video about once a week to see how things are going with the course and tell you about announcements and other events related to the course that we think you might find interesting.
And we're very excited here in Berkeley, right next to Oakland, where the A's just won an amazing set of games. The lowest paid, youngest team in baseball beat the team that went to the World Series the last 2 years, winning 7 out of the last 8 games in a very exciting fashion.
Yeah, so Dave and many other people here were very excited about that yesterday. It caused him to be late to lecture. Unfortunately, I was born without the gene that makes me care a lot about professional sports. But anyway, go A's.
I wanted to tell you about our philosophy in the course. Is since you're signing up to learn about software engineering for software as a service, why are you learning about Ruby and Rails? And our idea is the productivity of those more than makes up the time it takes to learn them. So stick with us. You're going to get to the good stuff soon, but it's important to learn Ruby and Rails.
Those of you who bought the book, either the ebook or the printed copy, thank you very much for supporting us. We're trying to keep the cost of the book really low. We hope that it's providing useful. That said, it's a beta version of the book. That means there's going to be errata. We have an errata page at saasbook.info, and we'll really appreciate it if you report any errors that you find. We do ask that before you report an error, do a quick search or scan over the errors that have already been reported. In case someone's already reported it, we don't end up with a lot of duplicates that way. So thanks for your help in helping us debug the book and polish it. And as usual, anybody who's bought the ebook, as we fix stuff and update it, everybody gets free updates for life. And
remember, the way these MOOCs work is the forums play this really critical role so that you can post questions. But it's important before you post a question to search to see if the question's already been put up there and you already get the answer so we don't get a lot of redundancy.
Yeah, so use the forums. One last thing that we wanted to bring your attention to is over the past several months, we've been conducting a series of impromptu short interviews with people who are engineers and technology leaders in software as a service at companies that a lot of you have heard of. And you can find these on Vimeo in a channel called SaaS TV, S-A-A-S TV. So far, we've got interviews with, for example, Rafi Krikorian. He's the Director of Engineering at Twitter. He talks about service-oriented architecture and why that's important in Twitter's ongoing re-architecting of their service. We've got a great interview with Sabrina Farmer. She is in charge of worldwide reliability for all of Gmail. So, hundreds of millions of people depend on her team doing its job, and she talks a lot not only about the technical challenges, but about the challenges that she's faced in being a woman in a male-dominated field. Highly recommended. We've also got interviews with people from Salesforce, from Twitter, from GitHub, from Splunk. So check it out, and as we are able to get more time to corner our colleagues, we'll be adding more of those. But it's a good way to hear from people who are really working at successful companies in software as a service, and it's an opportunity to connect some of the things that we try to focus on in the course and in the book to see how those things actually matter in practice. Homework 1 is going to be due soon, and in order to qualify for the GitHub 3-month voucher, which allows you either 3 months of a GitHub micro account, which would usually cost $7 per month, or if you already have a paid GitHub account, it will give you $7 off for each of the next 3 months. In order to qualify to receive one of those, you need to get a score of 600 out of 700 on homework number 1. Remember that you can resubmit the homework as many times as you like to keep improving your score, but also remember that because of the way late penalties work, in order to get that 600 out of 700, you do have to submit it on time. The late penalty will take you automatically below that score. So, this is in part because we don't have an infinite number of vouchers available to hand out, and we just want to make sure that people are really engaged with the class. So good luck with homework 1. Take advantage of being able to do multiple submissions and being able to get your GitHub vouchers.
Okay, that's it for this week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yep, enjoy the course, and we'll see you soon.